But I knew a lot of people were saying it was a selfish decision, but I knew it was the right thing that I needed to do and improve as a player. So I didn't look at it as selfish. I looked at it more elevating and getting better with my talents. My name's Abdul Kooistra and I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. I've been playing soccer ever since I could remember. I just remember when I was younger, I'd be playing soccer with my brothers and stuff in the backyard. And I probably started playing like organized soccer when I was probably like 5 or 6. I'd probably say like the biggest influences for me to play soccer were my 2 older brothers, and Usman and Lighty. And then other than that, just watching like games when they would watch games on TV and then seeing like the great players back then. I think that influenced me a lot. When I was younger, my favorite player and someone I always looked up to was Frank Lampard, who played on Chelsea. And then another big one when I was younger was Ronaldinho, but I just liked the Brazilian kind of culture and how they play and how they're like flashy and it's like really entertaining to watch. So the journey I've taken basically from the youth days is when I was younger I played locally for a team in Madison called Madison FC. And I played there until I was probably in middle school, and then I decided I wanted to play for a team that reached farther distances and stuff, so I played for Wisconsin Rush, which has a national program, and it would pick like 2 players off of each state team, and then we would play with people from other states, so that was a good experience. And then I played high school soccer for 3 years, but then my senior year I played for a team in Milwaukee that's in the highest youth level, so basically I thought that would be a good decision for like colleges and getting more exposure. When I left my high school team to go play for the team in Milwaukee, I know a lot of faculty and a lot of my friends that I was on the team with didn't really like it. Most of them were disappointed because we were going to be really good that year, so them not ending up winning state, they were pretty down on me. But I knew a lot of people were saying it was a selfish decision, but I knew it was the right thing that I needed to do and improve as a player, so I didn't look at it as selfish. I looked at it more elevating and getting better with my talents. One of the biggest challenges that I had to overcome while playing the sport was probably breaking my foot. I broke my foot before my freshman year, and it was like a 6-month process of healing to be able to play again, and then even after I was able to play, it was like another 3 months till I was fully recovered. So that was very difficult, and I had to spend a lot of time in the training room and stuff, and it was hard mentally to not be able to play for 6 months, and I couldn't run for like 4 months, so it was hard. But yeah, I think that was the biggest challenge I overcome. Yeah, I definitely had some humbling moments. One of the big ones actually happened a year and a half ago. My team plays the professional team in Cincinnati every couple of years, and we played them at home and we lost 3-0, but this is when they were expanding because they were going to join the MLS, so the roster they had was much better than any time before. And I went against this player called Emmanuel Ledesma, which was the USL MVP that year, and guarding him humbled me a lot because it made me realize how good you have to be to play at the top level. I think soccer has created a lot of things that wouldn't have happened. One of the big things was meeting people from different cultures, especially in college. Like we have, in both of my teams at Wisconsin and at Northern Kentucky, I've had a lot of international student athletes on my team. So like right now, currently we have 13 international student athletes at NKU. And then it kind of gives you a different perspective into the way they live life, the way they play soccer, and their journey and paths are different. So I think that's one of the big things I gained playing soccer in Madison and in Wisconsin in general. I think the pros of it is you are next to big states which are really good at soccer, like Illinois is historically good, Michigan is usually good, and in the Ohio area. But so like playing them in the Midwest League and stuff, that was really good. One of the big cons I think personally is a lot of people in Wisconsin don't really make it out or play professional. So there's kind of like once you make it out of even to play college or anything, there's kind of like a little hate. Like every time I play Milwaukee, there's some beef going on. I know people hated on people that have gone pro in the past, so I just think that's like the biggest con. It's not everyone trying to uplift each other or support each other that make it out. It's more everyone's envying the person that does. So I broke my fifth metatarsal. So like the procedure, they went in, the fifth metatarsal is the pinky toe. They went in and they put a rod in my fifth, and then they basically had to have, they did they cut two parts in my foot so the rod could go in. And then after that, they just had to let the bone heal around the pin. And it's just a long process because it's really easy to re-break. So when I broke my foot, there's two other athletes with the same fracture, and they both re-broke their foot. So that's why there was an emphasis on mine fully healing before I did anything. So when I broke my foot, I was in a pretty negative place, and my mindset was pretty negative at first. I remember the day I broke it, I was walking home to my dorm after I broke it, and I knew when I was walking, like I knew that there was something really wrong, but I didn't want to believe it. I was just hoping it was just like, I just twisted my ankle or something. And then I remember when I got the x-ray, it was really hard to come to terms with the results because I knew how long I was going to be out. And actually initially, the first call, they got it wrong and they told me I was only going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. So then I was like, oh, that's actually not that bad. But then my trainer at UW called me and told me it was going to be more like 6 months because I had to get surgery. So that was a big blow, and it was hard watching obviously my team compete and stuff, and I couldn't practice or anything. And then it's just something I had to get over with the time and just focus more on rehab and stuff. And I just took it like rehab was almost my competition, like I was playing in games, and just went hard at rehab until I was healthy. I played for UW for 2 years, and then I decided to transfer, and then I've been playing at Northern Kentucky ever since.
Kooistra cuts inside him and now back out.